About a year ago, there was a college student from Iowa named Madison Russo who posted on TikTok and her social media that she was diagnosed with stage 2 pancreatic cancer. Now, if you didn't hear about this, don't worry, I didn't either. It wasn't national news or anything. She's not a celebrity, she was just a normal 19-year-old girl, but obviously it's cancer. It's a horrible thing, so it went kind of viral. People supported her, and she got a lot of attention from it. So over the last year, she's made TikToks and Facebook posts about getting chemotherapy, and she's posted pictures on Instagram with IVs in her while she's at the hospital, just, showing her journey through this awful process. She also went on a podcast, she did a few interviews, and notably, she had a GoFundMe that raised over $37,000 in a year to support her financially during these stressful times. Fast forward to January of this year, January 2023, so just a couple months ago, Madison gets arrested and charged with first-degree theft for faking a cancer diagnosis and scamming over 400 people into donating her money. So I guess the story goes that her social media posts caught the attention of nurses and medical professionals who noticed that things didn't add up. The whole thing basically looked fishy. Some of these nurses reported this to the authorities, so the authorities obtained a subpoena of Madison's medical records, and they found that she has never been diagnosed with cancer. She does not have cancer. She faked the whole thing. When police go to arrest her and search her home and her car, they find all of these, I guess you could call them props, that she was using in her TikToks and Instagram photos to make it look like she was in the hospital getting treatment. Most notably, they find IV tubes and an IV pole. So there's a photo that's really popular of her standing and smiling and holding onto this IV pole with an IV going through her nose, or maybe like a tube, I don't really know what it is. And it's made to look like she's getting treatment, she's getting chemotherapy. That was fake. That was staged. She did it at her home. She wasn't at a hospital. She wasn't at a cancer center. I don't even know where you can buy an IV pole. I guess the internet is a big place. But the point is that this was all staged. She scammed a bunch of good-hearted, wonderful, awesome people who had nothing but the best intentions of making the world a better place and helping her out. And you know what? What's really disgusting about this is that this will make good people think twice now before donating to actual people who are going through legitimate struggles and people who have awful diseases. That, to me, is the worst part of this. And it's not GoFundMe's fault, okay? From what I understand, they do take accountability seriously, and in this case, they immediately took down her page when this went big, and they refunded all of her donors. There's just only so much that a platform like GoFundMe can do to verify everybody. When you take a platform like this that has nothing but good intentions, sometimes people will abuse it, and that's just the world we live in. Madison is currently out on bond, and she's pleading not guilty to first-degree theft. Her court date is set for May. Oh, and bad news, she deleted her TikTok and Facebook, so no, you can't go and follow her and give her a like anymore to support her. Listen, if there's any lesson to be learned by this gross stage performance, it's that there are so many ways in this world to grind for money. Okay, getting a job is not that hard. Getting a legitimate side hustle is not that hard if you want to make more money. There's absolutely nothing wrong with earning an honest living, working a 9 to 5. The last thing you should ever do is hustle people, and not only that, but hustle people in a way like this. Not only is that just morally evil, but if you get caught, you will face the consequences just like Madison will. If you ask me, it's well deserved.